When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Oregon's offense will take the first swing of the game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this offense comes up first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Find space on the right. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going back to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. More to the air. Under fire. Got him downfield. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
So many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Now the play fake. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Makes a grab past the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Leaves it with the running back. It's a fumble on the play. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Moore will throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Iowa's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against the secondary.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. He's got him.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
And the Hawkeyes in a good spot here with second and short. On the run, it's Moulton. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hawkeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get by.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Going to swing it on second down. Flips it out on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa, Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engage and wave, and salute those kids and wish them all the best. No matter how many times you see it, a moving moment here in Iowa between the 1st and 2nd quarter when the entire crowd acknowledges the children across the way. Hope they enjoy the game as we continue in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They'll run play action. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on third down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that's going to tie it up.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Coming out with it, it's Bryant. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's hard to say just let that thing hit the ground. Your instincts take over, but he would have been better off to let it fall.
No, you're right. And your inclination is to go catch it when the ball's in the air. But nice job. You're not going to get to the quarterback. You're not going to sack him. What do? Get your hands in the air, try to disrupt the throwing lane, and get a tip.
Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Moore to the air. The screen, he's got wheels. Open space at the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oregon. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Army is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Blanchard and Davis and Dawkins among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 4 to Temple. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Patterson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
They punted away on 4th down. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Sends it back in motion. Moore will throw. The screen, he can go. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Using the quick game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Unloads to the right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. The Ducks will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Off play action. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Moore to the air. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Iowa has the ball back on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Wide receiver comes in motion. The receiver on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And these jet sweeps are just so hard to stop for no gain. I mean, a guy having a full head of steam, getting to the perimeter, and that's a nice job by this offense. Get the first down, not a huge gain, but get away from all those big linemen in the middle and get that first down and keep the sticks moving.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third and short, the power run here. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Just a short pass to the tight end. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Hawkeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Turning it on! Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's fourth down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Wants to return it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Moore will throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to the air on second and short. Looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab. And he will score! Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Iowa City. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's kick it back to the guys inside Kinnick Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. Looking for blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys win their one-on-one battles There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He's going to throw deep right side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll run it from the gun. Not much there. Picks up a couple through the 22.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
More to the air. Quarterback moving. Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's Benson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the knee on third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
The Ducks are on the move. To the air on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to throw it. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Ducks send out the punt unit. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. Iowa has the ball back on offense. These guys really need to get something going. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Running to Green. And now this offense will take the field again. Tight end now in motion. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders.
He's got it inside the 30. Just just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and it reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona State for nearly 5 bills.
Yeah, just making big plays in the passing game. This offense is built on the run. It always has been. It always will be. That's what the Ducks hang their hat on, but making those explosive plays down the field when the defense slips up and loses a little bit of eye discipline.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The run from the shotgun. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the option. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be a big loss on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Wake Forest. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job there by the defense, not forgetting about the fullback. He's not just a lead blocker. He can catch the ball in this offense, too. They were aware of that, and they were able to make the tackle.
From the gun, give on the inside. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Moore will throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pulls it in. It's Phillips.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Hawkeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Gill. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Finds his man down the middle. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Phillips. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Right on target this time. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pocket breaking down. And the Hawkeyes will hustle to the line. Wants to go up top. He's got it down the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but this is a critical 3rd down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. More to the air. Dances away to buy time. Now he'll throw back into the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Bring in the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to fire on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Phillips. They'll immediately call timeout.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
I love running the angle route, whether it's on first down, second down, third round. It's a really good route. It's a safe route. It just takes a little bit of timing over the middle of the field. But, hey, again, getting it to a playmaker in space, always winning.
And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on pass.
It's picked off and another empty drive. Got some room to run. The tap. Touchdown, Oregon. And they turn it into a defensive score. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
29, Iowa, 3.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.